So, okay,
dear
dive
me.
in. 17 days to go. We're almost there. We're almost
We
there.
seem to have been talking about this forever.
We have been doing this for 2 years. And I have to frame this whole discussion of the debate with a great quote 3 days ago on MSNBC by Steve Schmidt. Now, Steve ran John McCain's campaign. Very serious guy, great strategist. I like him a lot, even though he's a Republican. And he said basically something to the effect, said the iceberg strike on the Titanic back in 1912, that didn't immediately sink the ship. What sunk the ship was that it took on all that icy water, listed, and then sunk. So what you're seeing happening right now in this historic campaign for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, he's had so many icebergs, though, isn't he?
Well, the iceberg struck during the first debate
oh, I
at the
see.
46-minute mark.
Okay.
And he's been taking on water ever since. This point last night was where the bow started to just begin to dip below the surface and the
Okay.
tail coming up.
Yeah.
And now, as you saw in the opening segment, you're out over your skis, you're going downhill, and it's just a matter of time before this whole thing slides right. I mean, when you have a candidate for the presidency of the United States basically saying, I'm not going to let you know whether I'm going to certify and get behind the decision of the voters, you have a massive constitutional crisis. And
Hillary
a
said
threat.
that was horrifying, didn't she? And quite right, too, as New York Times said. Quite right.
Every newspaper has it as the lead. And truth be told, he didn't do that bad a job in the debate as a debate. I mean, until he got to the point where he started to look like Alec Baldwin. Wrong.
The first
Wrong.
30 minutes were kind of okay-ish, weren't they, in his mind, from his point of view.
Yeah.
They're talking about policies and stuff, and then he went off on one. I mean, I genuinely think he's got a mental problem, actually. I mean, he seems to be calling now for a second civil war, effectively.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing, really. And that's going to, as you have noted, it's going to grab all the headlines.
Yeah.
Not accepting the results.
I mean, I don't get it. I mean, we've watched him get worse and worse and worse, and everybody was saying that at some point in time he had to hit, maybe not a home run, but he had to at least stop the bleeding. And last night he had a perfect chance to do that, to look presidential, to help level the field and sustain everything for down ticket races, and he totally blew it. I mean, we can handle his misogyny, his treatment of refugees, his race baiting as a country, attacking the disabled, all the crazy stunts he's pulled. You cannot handle a call for revolution if he loses, and that's basically what he said.
The thing is, I mean, there have been so many things, haven't there? Like this tax stuff, from you haven't paid any tax from 1995, as far as we can work out, and various comments like the attacking the war veteran, the families of dead war veteran. He sailed on. In effect, it seems, and was endorsed by the Republicans. I'm not. Well, actually, slightly before that, became their official candidate, but they didn't back off him.
No.
But then when we had this, this tape where he basically said, "I can assault women because I'm famous,"
Yeah.
then a lot of them backed off him.
Well, it actually started at
Paul Ryan backed off him.
It started at the 46-minute mark of the first debate when he started attacking and going off the deep end. Then Friday of that week, the tape came out. And then since then, as all the women have powerfully come forward and said that this is it, it's just been bleeding. And we'll show you some polls in a second. We're probably going to go a little bit long with this episode only because there's so much packed into it.